because I really want this electric skateboard, this one wheel. And she tells me, well, you know, somebody in Mexico would really like a front door. So I really, I don't get the electric skateboard, so, okay,
That's
you know,
true.
that's just
I
how
tell
we
them
live
that's
our
half a
life.
house.
Every time we do something, that's like, she's like, that's half a house, honey. I'm like, yeah, you're right, okay, and it keeps you very humble.
My name is Reagan Comas, and this is my husband, Brian Comas, and this is our story about missions. The reason that we decided to go on our first mission trip was we were in church and we kept seeing on the screen that there was these mission trips coming up, and I just felt a pulling at my heart that I felt the need. I was curious, I wanted to go.
But I thought, like, great, we're going on vacation so I can build something for a week. But it ended up being one of the greatest experiences I've ever experienced, so it was awesome.
It's one thing to know that there's poverty in the world, and I was obviously aware, but to actually see it and to be in it and feel it is a very different experience.
When you see it and you see kids running around and you look at the fields and their parents are out in the fields, and these kids, they don't have anybody to watch over them. You got a 3-year-old taking care of an infant, and you see that right when you get there, and it takes your breath away, like, oh my gosh, this is happening 3.5 hours from our border.
The highest part of the trip was the morning that we were gonna give the keys to the family. So it was David and Maria, and when we were gonna present the house to them, Maria only spoke Spanish, and so she and I were speaking, and she came up to me and started saying thank you. She'd never had anything in her whole life. She'd never had a house, and when I say a house, what we build, you and I would call it a shed for our lawnmowers in our backyards, but for them, it's a mansion.
I gave him a DeWalt drill of mine, and it was a cordless one, and he looked at me and he just put his hands up like, how do I charge it? And I said, Divi, come with me. And I took him on top of the roof and I showed him the solar panels, and he just started crying, and I brought him back down to his house. And we went inside and I showed him the power outlet, and I said, you charge it right here. And he's just like, oh my goodness. And he just kind of broke down, and he's like, this is for me. And I said, yeah.
I did not know that this was God's calling for us when I just had this feeling that we needed to go. But now I know this is exactly what God wants us to be doing, and I feel so lucky that this is what He's asking of us, because we love doing it.
I think if you're already thinking about it, you should just go. Because obviously it's on your mind. It was on my wife's mind to go. She thought about it, and then she asked me about it, and I just said, sure. You just got to, when God gives you the opportunity and He gives you the thought and and you're thinking about doing something amazing for somebody else, you just need to take that opportunity and run with it.
You will not walk away from that experience sorry that you went. You won't walk away from that experience with nothing. You will learn and experience and feel things that you've never felt before. And I promise you, when you get home, you will look around at your home and your family, and you'll be so grateful and realize how blessed we are, and how blessed we are that we get to go down and help others that need us.